Good morning and welcome back to My Life's Toil. I'm Neil, and for those that have been following the channel for a little while, you know that I have been using Mounjaro weight loss injections to help me lose weight for my own health. And a lot of people out there are doing the same or thinking of doing that. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming. It'd be great if you could subscribe. The more the merrier, and we're building up a fantastic community on the channel so far. And basically I am sharing how things are going for me. Today is Sunday and I've recently changed to weighing just once a week, so it's measurements and weight day today, and it's not going to be a long video today. I'm going to try and put more factual information on the Wednesday video, so if you haven't seen any of them up to date, go and have a look and you may be able to catch up with how things have gone for me. But we'll do a little bit of a catch up, and if you want to, we'll go straight into the weight and measurement right now. I am a little bit stuck for time today. It's still quite early on a Sunday morning here, and having worked yesterday, I've got a lot to catch up with things around the house and general catching up as people have to do. So I've already done my weights and measurements, and we'll go through them quickly right now for those who are interested. Last week, my chest measurement was 119 centimeters, which is around 47 inches. I've just done it now, and that's slightly come down. That's 117.5 centimeters, which is 46.25 inches. Every little bit counts, so that's going in the right direction. My waist last week was 113 centimeters, which is around 44.5 inches. And that has come back about the same. I think it was a smidging matter of millimeters better, but there will be a little bit of grace. It's not always perfect because, well, I go over the clothing. Maybe I should go over just the skin. I'm not worried. I'll next week I'll do it, and I'll literally go over the skin. We'll try and be as accurate as we can with these readings. So no loss on the old tummy this week. So, but at least I haven't put on. The important one is the weight. So last week I was 114.5 kilos, which is 252 pounds, exactly 18 stone. And if you remember from last week, I really wanted to get into that 17 stone bracket, didn't I? And I've just about done it, which I'm really pleased about. This week, 113.5 kilos, which is 250 pounds, £2 off, putting me in the 17 stone bracket, which is 17 stone, 12 pounds. So that is a bit of a milestone for me, and I'm really happy with that, really chuffed with that. Now, I don't know if people can pick up, there is some disappointment in me. £2 is a brilliant loss, but I thought I'd had a good week, despite, as you know, I've stayed on the 5mg jabs, and it's been a harder week. It was the second jab that I'd done into the thigh, if you remember, on Wednesday, and I knew the uptake in the thigh was slower, but it's been really slow. It almost feels that it hasn't worked that well, apart from the negative side effects. I've had a little bit of cravings and had to use willpower, which I'm trying to plan on using more, and I think that's the way we need to go forward, rather than total reliance on the Mounjaro to take away the food noises. Excuse the birds, you might be able to hear them, but I have come outside today because it's a lovely morning. It's still quite early on a Sunday here, so I've got to be careful not to wake the neighbours up. So half disappointment, but still half chuff that I'm in the 17 stone bracket. It's been decades since I was 17 stone something, so I'm really pleased about that. And sort of a bit hypocritical really, because when people are commenting to me and messaging me saying I've only lost this, and I'm saying it's a loss, and I've coined this little phrase, haven't I? It's any losses again. I'll stick up my little picture there, so I'll use it on myself this week, shall I? So it's a loss, but I'd really pushed it this week, and I was really pleased with myself because it took a lot of willpower this week. And my new pen has come, and I don't start my new pen yet. It's in the fridge. It's ready to go. I'm still on the current 5 milligram, and I've stayed for next month on the 5 milligram pen as well. So I think next month might be a little bit of a struggle. And there's something else I wanted to mention, because someone dropped a comment in only yesterday on the last video comments. Nuggy, thank you for this. It was a link to another YouTube video from a doctor, and I'll put the link up in the description box so you can have a look at this. It was really interesting. Now, I know I keep going on about the jab sites and is there any difference, and the little bit of research that I'd done, and this doctor was talking about that. It's a doctor that's been on the plan himself. It was absolutely dead silence out here before I came out, but then the birds, I think I've woke the birds up. But anyway, I'll put the link up, because he talked about how he noticed the sites were different for him, and the research that he's got into a little bit deeper on was showing the percentages, and it does turn out, I mean, we knew this anyway, and I'd looked at this myself, going into the tummy, it's not a significant change, but it's a few percent, I think up to about 4% difference with the positive effects and also the negative effects as well. So you're more likely to feel the nausea, the constipation, which is something he was troubled with more. Same with me. Now, over the last couple of weeks with injecting into my thigh, I've not really had so much nausea, which was a good thing. And it almost feels like, well, I've got to have that nausea by going into the abdo for my suppression to be better. And it's almost like balancing one thing off to get something else. So I was going to go into my arm, wasn't I, on Wednesday coming, because I just wanted to get experience of what the sites was like for myself, so I can advise on people. But I'm on the plan, guys, and much as I want to tell people what my feelings are on different things, it needs to work for me as well, and I need to stay on track, which I am, of course, but at the same time, this is costing most of us a heck of a lot of money, isn't it? And it needs to work for me. So I'm going to go back to my tummy, but I think it's still a good thing, because I can report back the change again, and hopefully there will be, because it's still on the same dose. Now, this leads me up to, is it just the dose that I'm getting used to? Possibly. But is it up here as well? Possibly. But the sensations and the feelings and the reactions and the overall cravings are just so reduced now. It's almost just like it's mostly willpower. Anyone else had this? Because I know there's a lot of people that watch that are well ahead of me on this, that would be more in tune with how they find things. I think it'd be nice if you could sort of get back. Now, this is the other thing. I've had so many comments, and I'm trying to get. If I've missed any comments, again, I do apologise, because there's just been loads. And obviously, I work full time. I do full time hours. I've got another channel with my son about the football as well. This is the main one. This is the one I put more effort into. I spend so much time just reading up about it, watching other channels as well. There's some great people on here. I subscribe to a lot of the people that subscribe to me, and I try and get around as many as I can. There's only so much we can do, guys, and I think whoever does this type of thing knows exactly what I'm talking about, especially when it comes down to getting back to people on comments. But it takes hours, so don't feel I'm losing interest. It's just that I've got so much going on. Is that okay? But I hope so. So let me just go through. So I jabbed on Wednesday, which is my midweek day off, and it was in the thigh, as you saw. And like the week before, I knew that it wasn't the same as the jab into the tummy. That one I felt straight away. I always got this little, oh yeah, I can feel that kicking in. Whereas I don't get that on the leg one. But then the next morning, I don't feel that hungry. But what I have found as the day goes on, I've always had that sort of, my tummy knows, oh yeah, where's the food type thing. Thursday during the day, I was forgetting to have my shake, the one that I've got that, I'm giving Huel the rest for the moment. I sort of swap things around. I'm on that Y food one, which is really nice. That helps make you feel full. But come the tea time, the dinner time on the night, I'm actually starting to feel a little hungrier. So it's almost like the suppression's there during the day, but not on the night. And that's happened most of this week, but I've really made sure I've stuck to plan. I've been on between what the calories have been 1600 to 1800. I've never gone over the 1800. I average about 1700 or something around that mark, and that's where that comes in. I'm not counting the calories every day because a lot of my days it's similar type stuff that I'm having, always having these shakes which we've got different flavors, although the berry one's really nice. I'm still having things like yogurt. I'm using the Supreva powder a lot during the day now, so I'll have a little bit of a milkshake just to fill a gap, and I'll put the Supreva in. That really, that's nice. That is the sweetness on that, but it's absolutely sugar free, and it's literally a couple of calories. So that's something I'd really recommend. And if you make yourself a yogurt as well, plain low fat yogurt, Greek yogurt, put half a scoop in. You don't need much at all, and that fills a hole. And also, I'm planning on doing some more of those flapjacks this Wednesday morning coming, because they really fill a hole because they've got the slow release carbs with the oats. There's no sugar in them, and the Supreva really gives it a nice taste. And I know a lot of people have commented and been using that Supreva, so give that a go. It's really good. In fact, I forgot about the code. I've got, what was the code now? Neil10. I'll put it on the screen, and I'll put a link to Supreva if you want to give that a try as well. I'll put that in the description. There's a few things to remember to put in the box today, isn't there? But yeah, Friday, much the same. I was at work still. I do work long days, so I'm at work all day. So I only have the shake in the day, sometimes a little bit of fruit. And then, like I say, on the tea time, what did I have for tea? We had a chili, sort of a low-fat chili, healthy. It was still go for the low-fat meat, although they're telling us that these saturated fats. I'm getting such. What do people know about saturated fats now? Because as like a health care type worker, I am still being told, oh no, you want to aim for the lower fat, low saturated fat stuff, and that's still our guidance. Whereas you look at these people that are running other channels or TikToks and things like that, saying, "Oh no, you can eat as much saturated fat as you like," and there's such a void between the good and bad now with what people are telling us about these fats. I'm just sticking with what I know, but it'd be interesting to know what people think about the saturated fats and things now, because there's one particular person I've been following recently, and he's lost a lot of weight, but he doesn't really worry about the saturated fat. He is working out, like we all should to some extent, but I'm going off on a tangent again. Bringing me up to yesterday, I worked yesterday, so I took a shake in. I'll only have a shake on days that I'm working because it's nice and easy. And we had literally had some fruits during the day. I had some Supreva in plain yogurt to keep me going on the afternoon when I got back. And then we had a nice, great big mixed salad with lots of pulses, jacket potato, and a big fillet of salmon, which was nice. That's a bit of a treat for us. And I'm doing a nice stir fry today. I will have shredded wheat this morning. It's still early. I haven't had my breakfast yet, and don't know what I'll have for lunch, but we'll see. But yeah, be interesting to know what people are eating during the day, actually, because you've got to keep it interesting, as I keep saying. But I will put the link to that video because it was really interesting what that doctor was saying about the jab sites. It's not going to be a massively long video today, but we'll do a little bit more on Wednesday. If anyone, there are some questions on the group chat, so I'll go through a few of them, try and get them sorted for you for Wednesday. If there's any more or any good comments, any good hints and tips, I'll put them out there as well. But apart from that, Sunday today, so we've got the week ahead to look forward to. Stay positive. Any losses again, God, I've got to stop saying that, haven't I? Any loss is a loss, and be happy with it. I saw somebody put something like, oh, I've been on it for 4 weeks now, and they'd lost about a stone. And they were like, oh, I'm really disappointed. I was hoping to lose more. And I'm thinking, a stone? I mean, I've lost quite a lot, and it's gone really fast for me. But it's plateaued out now. I'm still losing. It's still coming off. And I'm happy that it's coming off, because that's what the goal is. A slow loss is better. That's what dietitians have always said, and healthcare people have always said. You're more likely to maintain slower losses as your body adapts. So do that. And it's not healthy to lose drastic amounts of weight. If you're really, really heavy and large and you've got a lot to lose, then it's not a bad kickstart. To start off quickly like I have, I feel okay. Um, as we mentioned to a few people on the comments this week, I'm still getting a little bit this fatigue. Not too much that it's making me feel really ill, but I just find getting out of bed still in the morning's a bit of a wrench, but that's another story. Someone suggested, here's another one for you, the Barocca fizzy effervescent type tablets thing that you put in its orange flavour. I think it was Imran again. Well done, Imran. They did come and I have started them. This particular one's the energy boost one. So I've got that and I started that yesterday. So I know I mentioned don't take supplements unless you really need to. Things like magnesium are good for the gut health and energy as well, particular types of magnesium. And this does have that in, which I think is where the energy boost bit comes from. Still struggling with the constipation a bit. I've ended up having some Laxido sachets, and I'm still struggling. So I think once that, and without going too graphic, my weight loss may have been a bit more because I haven't been for a few days. Although I haven't been eating a huge amount bulk wise. We don't eat as much now, do we? But I'm waffling. Have a good week. See you on Wednesday. We'll do a jab. I'm going back into the tummy. Forgot which side it was last time, but it doesn't matter now. It's been a while. And we'll catch up then. Leave your questions, any comments. Have a good week. See you soon.